ICE is continuing to terrorize the communities there. There was this horrible incident at a daycare in Chicago where immigration agents basically detained this worker at the Chicago daycare center, a teacher there. And apparently this was in front of the children and in front of their parents. And they did this seemingly purposefully when the facility was opening up. And she is
she was actually a part of a traffic stop.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And she fled the traffic, even though she has, everybody has a reason to flee now, even though she has a worker's permit. But
okay.
She fled into the school, and they followed her in there.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Brian. They followed her in, but it was when the kids were getting dropped off in the morning, right? So she was stopped at the traffic stop right on her way to work.
Yes, she is a teacher there.
Ended up going there just because she was probably very concerned about ICE picking her up, right? And then this happened in front of the school.
They were following her to the
daycare. So she came from Colombia. She entered in the United States apparently and got authorization under the Biden administration in the back half of 2023 to work here. She has a 16 and 17-year-old kids. They were, after this, brought to a government shelter in Chicago. So this was a part of breaking up this woman's family. But this is a local news report here explaining exactly what happened in Chicago at this daycare.
They give it all for us. And this is how we treat them. This is how you're allowing them to treat the people that are taking care of our babies.
Karen Sabaka being consoled by other parents today outside the Reito de Sol daycare near Addison and Western. Many witnessing firsthand or watching exclusive WGN video of a beloved teacher being dragged out of the building this morning. Screams heard from within.
She's telling them, I have papers. I have documentation.
We're told the woman is originally from Colombia and has been in Chicago for at least a couple of years with a work permit. She was being followed in a vehicle by federal agents this morning, who then chased her without a warrant into her workplace, allegedly terrorizing others there as well.
They didn't just walk in chasing one person. They went into multiple rooms asking and looking for teachers, while children were present.
Congresswoman Delia Ramirez and other lawmakers today condemning the actions of these agents and the Trump administration as a whole.
Shame on you, President Trump, and shame on every single ICE agent who is continuing to terrorize our wonderful city.
Saying America needs to wake up.
They also said they weren't detaining any U.S. citizens. They have, what,
over 180.
170, 180 at this point.
DHS alleges the woman crossed the border illegally in 2023 and refused to pull over for them this morning, even though she wasn't driving the vehicle they pursued. A statement says in part both the woman and male driver ran into a daycare and attempted to barricade them.
Full of shit.
Yeah.
Keep going, just a little more.
Inside the daycare, recklessly endangering the children inside.
They lie. They lie over and over and over.
In a statement, the school saying in part, our teachers and staff took quick action to maintain the safety and security of all children during this time, adding they are providing additional support to our teachers and staff and our families. But those who watched it all unfold left unsure how to explain the ordeal to their children.
If anybody has an answer to, how do you talk to your kids about what's happening, I'm all ears. Because I lied to my 5-year-old this morning. And that's a terrible feeling to have as a parent.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure we got that father in at the end there. To see there were a lot of witnesses to this. It's horrifying, and there's not much else to say there. I saw that one of the aldermen from Chicago was basically saying we can't wait for elections. If you have any time, please volunteer for a sort of patrol to protect your communities.
And don't skip out on jury duties, because you might have the opportunity to be on a jury of somebody who is charged for opposing this sort of thing. And regardless of what they've done, you vote not guilty.
I mean, we can't wait for elections, but I think what the Democratic Party can do at the establishment level is make it clear that, when they are able to win elections, either at the state level or the next presidential election, there will be trials. There will be trials of these ICE agents. Maybe it would temper their aggression if they realize that someday there might be accountability, right? Because as much as people like to pretend Trump is going to go for a third term, I think we can look at the pallor of the back of his hand and see that that's not probably going to happen. So in reality, I think Democrats are just allowing things at the highest level to get so bad that people are driven to the polls, like happened just on Tuesday. Like the Latino turnout for Democrats in areas like New Jersey, I think reflect the seriousness of ICE's treatment of the Latino community in America. But I think it'd be good if the Democratic Party, rewarded their constituency and showed that they are actively taking this seriously in the sense that they will pursue accountability for these agents.
Yeah,
because, we got to
and
this
at
point
least
because
No, I'm sorry. You cut out for a sec, so I thought you concluded. But just like at least Pritzker is saying that they want to do that. Here in New York, Letitia James is setting up a portal for people to upload images and videos for future accountability. But to your point, Brandon, the National Democratic Party, at least in terms of leadership, good on Delia Ramirez and who is one of our better members of Congress standing up for Chicago. But the Democratic leadership is doing what Carville said, is laying down and playing dead, at least on the federal level.
All right. The ICE agents, they like to wear their masks, and that's to protect them from, their identity being shared with the public. But obviously, the government knows exactly who they are and where they are and who is sent where and who is involved with what raid. So any ICE agent wearing a mask and committing a crime or doing something illegal or wrong, the government knows exactly which ICE agent they are, and the Democrats, when they are in power, should use that information, because it should not just be at the leadership level. It should be every single sycophant that decided, I could get paid to join ICE and do this, so I'm salivating at the mouth. And they need to go after them. Anyone who did something at any level, they got to go on trial.
Yep. Absolutely. Ezra Klein's beard says, Emma's been saying this for a while. People will abuse wearing masks and lack of ID. The FBI is now urging agents to identify themselves. Wired article, FBI warns of criminals posing as ICE, urges agents to ID themselves. I mean, extremely predictable. Extremely predictable.
How can it be like you have to urge them? Like, how is it not just policy?
Yeah.
It's so stressful going into this fucking daycare at 8 a.m. to drag out a 35-year-old woman with two guys.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.